Aloha, my name's Amanda.
My name is Mark.
Hi, I'm Marty.
My name is Sidonia.
And I am a natural farmer. Aloha, my name is Amanda and I'm Marty's daughter and the farm manager here at Ocean Grace Farms. And I really just want to share a story with you about how we tried Korean natural farming. And I say tried because we didn't know if it worked. In the process of establishing our farm, we hired a consultant, and this consultant is an expert in Hawaii, and he came to the farm and taught us more of a university conventional model of how to grow cacao. And we were about a year and a half into it. We had gotten our first 100 trees into the ground, and in cacao farming, we learned that you use a protective hoop to protect young cacao from sun, wind, and the Chinese rose beetle. When we got to the stage where the cacao flushes pop out of the hoop and we started to remove them, we were using a conventional farming method where we used a drench, a chemical drench, and that controlled the pest problem.
What we were told from folks that practice conventional farming is that if we attempted to grow cacao with by organic methods, let alone Korean natural farming that is light years ahead of organic materials commercially applied, is that we would lose the orchard, that it wouldn't survive. And so I guess the fear is that those folks were right. However, this is our home. And when I say that, I'm talking about the planet, I'm talking about our cacao orchard, and I'm talking about our house that's right on the hill. It's literally our home. And this is the air and the soil that I want to breathe and that I want my family to breathe. The dirt that I want Olivia and Reno to dig their hands into. And so if we lost the orchard, so be it. We'd figure out something else.
How do I transition to organic farming or natural farming without using poison? How do we do this and still keep our crop?
Mandy and I at the time made the decision, okay, if we were gonna make the transition. Mandy, being who she is, decided that we needed to pull out all the stops to get help to deal with this, and she found Logan.
Dylan out Kane Irrigation. He was working here, great irrigation guy, and he started telling me about Logan's farm, and he was like, you gotta see the mangoes and the papayas, and you know, just the fruit is like this big, and you know, and he started telling me about this solution called OHN. Yeah. And it could be a solution for our rose beetle problem, because he started talking about how when the plants and trees are healthy, and I had talked to some other cacao farmers on the Hilo side that said, you know, with Korean natural farming, the leaves taste different to the beetles. If it's healthier, it's not as desirable for these rose beetles. So he came out and he gave my husband and I just like a quick KNF overview and gave us this book that Eric Weinhardt made, Pure KNF. The first focus that Logan taught us was the soil health and building up a soil foundation, bringing in mulch and composted soil and laying down cardboard as a weed mat and fertilizing the ground with a biofish char and a neem cake.
And then just the overall health is the ticket right now. Like, we're not addressing the beetle itself, we're addressing the health of the plant at this moment. And that will in turn address the beetle. I kind of compare the information and the action that we're taking here on the farm to the microbes themselves, and how basically, you know, you create that IMO pile, you create that microbe pile, and it keeps spreading, and it goes from me to him, and then we get infected, kind of like the microbes infect the soil as well, or inoculate or culture the soil. So when we share the action of working on the farm and building up these microbial systems, we're also inoculating the earth. And how I like to see the information is kind of like the microbes themselves. Like, we share the information here, it infects Mark, it infects you, then you share it out there, and it just keeps going. So your farm is almost like an epicenter that it just grows from. And so imagine if we could link all the farms together, pretty soon we cross each other's boundaries, and now we have these microbial super powerhouses all over the world, and we're all getting healthy food and healthy air, and they're cleaning up the streams, and the microbes are our allies, so we just need to team back up with them. This is IMO 1, the foundation of Korean natural farming, and we're gonna start with hard cooked rice, and we're gonna use a lahala or cedar basket, and we're gonna place the rice in here. So this is like a part of the property that is the least disturbed, and we're gonna use that as a catching site for a microbial population that'll be beneficial to the orchard. Indigenous microorganism number 4, that's in the bag here. And as you can see, when you squeeze it, it's nice and dark and rich. Lots of humic acid, lots of fulvic acid, lots of microbial life is contained in here. And we're gonna put it in an aerated brew to for 24 to 30 hours to replicate the microbial life. This water is gonna be full of millions upon billions of microbes after it's done brewing. And then we're gonna broadcast this via sprayer onto the farm in the afternoon to cover the leaves and the soil with positive microbes. Compost tea, IMO 4 for the win. Aerated compost tea, we have added KNF nutrients. So I have FPJ here of banana flour.
That's the FAA, fish amino acids. So see how it's not coming out? We want to get our hand in there and just really get it out. So what started as an experiment became the way that we farm now. We are a year and a half into Korean natural farming and learning natural and regenerative farming methods, and including our children in the farming is one of the pieces that is the most satisfying. so excited.
We have a lot of cassava to transplant.
Right, the pickaxe and the machete, pretty much the main two tools of a natural farmer. So when we first planted up this farm, we were trying to create habitat and create diversity, create polyculture, and a couple crops that we chose were the cassava plant, and also over here is this taro. Remember, the taro is a big brother of the Hawaiian people, the land that we're occupying at the moment.
The whole component of eliminating a monocrop by adding in new crops. We have a significant amount of white pineapple, which, by the way, when you get a chance to try, they're incredible.
Also, look at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
mycelium.
Mycelium.
This is
That's that nectar right there.
this is the stuff
Yeah.
right here. This is the real.
That's it right there.
And that's from all those KNF sprays and the mulchings. So we just harvested a pineapple. It came off the middle of this, and we got all these things. They look like babies, because that's what they are. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 babies from one fruit, plus the top of the fruit. 6 babies from one.
Abundant.
Abundance mentality, I think so. I think we have a lot more. We don't need to be scared.
Hey Marty, what do you think about Korean natural farming after knowing absolutely nothing about it?
Well, that's like saying, what do I think about Mother Nature? It's, you know, it's magnificent unto itself, having nothing to do with us. We're the administrators, the facilitators, and we're just feeding and helping Mother Earth. And I think it's completely awesome.
I can't believe we did it. I mean, we transitioned our farm to Korean natural farming.
The cooperative spirit as a starting point for natural farming. Believing in each other is a starting point. Even the relationship amongst humans, animals, and plants should not be based on exploitation and threat, disregarding the order of nature, but should be coexistence and co-prosperity based on the cooperative spirit of nature. If you are bothered with flies, let the maggots be scarce. And if weeding out is troublesome, the way to solve the problem is to keep the weeds from growing. We should focus our intention on wrongness of our own self, who made the environment where the weeds can grow and provides the places where the maggots like to settle. When these errors and mistrusts are accumulated, farmers suffer. When weeds are competing with each other for survival, unexpectedly some stability comes and the weeds may not grow anymore. Grasses not only give pain, sometimes it can give assistance. As principle in farming, our chickens or pigs themselves, they should do their own share of work, but humans rob them of their roles. If we do love nature and think about the future of our descendants, we cannot let it go this way. Not only for our homeland, where you and I live, but also to keep
farm villages that produce food for our lives.
We should gather our forces and following the order of nature.
Yeah, we have to do it. It's up to us.
And then guess what?
Information is the IMO.
It's up to us to take care of the INA, and it starts with us. And we tried, right? We just try and keep it simple too.
We're doing it.
And yeah, we're doing it.
One farmer at a time, one farm at a time, one tree at a time.
One tree at a time. Thank you, Logan.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Love you guys.
God bless you, brother. We love you too.
All right. Aloha.
Okay.
My name's Olivia, and I'm a natural farmer.